Are you visiting Paris soon? Did you know there's a very thin line between you loving Paris or hating Paris after your visit? Well, the side that you end up on depends solely on you. What's up, guys? My name is Anish Folorunsho. I am your host on today's show. I love to travel, and I know many of you do. But if you're like me and you love to see the world and travel like the local, you know what I mean? Blending in so that nobody will notice if you are a foreigner, a visitor, or a tourist. If we have to go together, we have to be friends, right? You know what I mean? But before we can be friends, you need to do one thing. It's very simple, very, very simple. Just subscribe. What does that do? Why do you have to subscribe? Well, if you subscribe, every time I upload a video, you get to be notified that there is a new video from Anish Folorunsho. Yes, I love you to share to your friends as well. Well, many people need to know about these secrets of traveling like a local. Yes, and I want you to come and ask me anything. Well then, let's get into it. The first thing on our list today is you not forgetting your travel essentials. I mean, who travels without having their travel essentials on them? And then what do I mean by travel essentials? I'm talking about your universal charger, your cables, your backpack, your neck cushion. Imagine you are at the airport and you're excited to go to Paris. But first of all, you'll have to check in all your bulky suitcases in. Your perfectly weighed bags is going to let you breeze through security and claim your baggages quickly without any hassles. Trust me, the last thing you want on your trip is to have to cough out extra cash that you didn't budget for over a luggage that is overweight. I have been there before, and this is exactly what the airline wants you to do. They know most people are not prepared for their trip. Most people do not weigh their bags, especially if it's a last-minute rush. You get there, your bag is overweight, and you're running out of time, you're going to miss your flight. The only option for you is to cough out that extra cash. Trust me, that extra cash can actually be put to better use. So why not get a digital luggage scale? Imagine that you're at the top of the Eiffel Tower, capturing breathtaking view, but your phone dies. Then panic sets in, because even without your phone in this 21st century, you can't do anything. But wait, you pull out the portable power bank and you keep snapping those envy-inducing photos again. Your power bank is definitely an important essential. Universal adapter, oh my God. Imagine you arrive at your Airbnb, ready to charge your devices and only to realize that your plug doesn't fit the socket. A universal adapter saves the day, allowing you to stay connected and upload all your Parisian adventures. You know what? There are several universal adapters in the market that you can get. But trust me, not all of them are durable. I'll leave the information in the description below for some of the universal adapters or universal plugs that I've used myself. Imagine you've planned your day of exploring all the hidden gems in Paris, but halfway through, your uncomfortable shoes or your designer shoes, because you want to flaunt it, start making your feet uncomfortable. Blisters can be averted. A comfortable walking shoes will allow you to explore all day long, pain-free. Trust me, I've been there. Picture this, guys. You've snatched some killer croissant from a hidden gem bakery and you have been walking around visiting your favorite tourist sites. Suddenly, thirst sets in. I mean, you're a human being anyways. That's where your trusty reusable water bottle comes in. There is no need scrambling for an overpriced store drinks. No plastic waste. Just refill from a fountain, stay hydrated, and you'll be saving some extra euros. I'll leave the link to the most ideal water bottle that you can take on your travel adventure in Paris. Well, I want you to wait till the end of this video for 2 bonus points. You don't want to miss it. The second item on our list is, how do you get around? Well, Paris, like most European cities, have great transportation system that is well robust and connected. Plus, Parisian traffic is a beast you don't want to mess up with. Here are some of the reasons why public transport is your best friend in Paris. one card for everything. You can actually use the Navigo card to take all the public transportation system in Paris. You can get a metro, you can get a bus, you can get tram, you can get a train. You can get everything. There's no need to fumble with multiple tickets. You can actually get a ticket for a week, or you can get for a single day. Because if you arrive on a weekend, your 1 week Navigo card expires on a Sunday. Even if you get a 1 week Navigo card on a Sunday, it does not mean it's a 7-day ticket that you've gotten. No, it actually resets on a Sunday night. So if you get it on a Saturday and you think you've gotten a 1 week Navigo card, it expires the next day, which is a Sunday. So the best bet, depending on the day that you get into Paris, if you get in on a Monday, then a 1 week Navigo card will actually work best for you. But depending on your plan and when you arrive in Paris, you can actually get a 1 week Navigo pass, or you can get a single day Navigo, which allows you, like I said earlier, to use the tram, to use the train, to use the bus, to use even the metro. The next item on our list is accommodation. You need a place to stay that fits your budget, your purpose of travel. Well, Paris does welcome visitors around the year, so I don't think there's any peak time or no peak time. Well, in the summertime, there are quite a lot of people that come in. But like I said, it all depends on why you're visiting. Some are visiting even during the summertime, or as well as even during the winter time. Finding a place to stay in Paris is all about strategy, and here is the lowdown. Paris caters to all budgets, but you have to be prepared for price spike during the summer season. Everything is all about location, location, location. Avoid the tourist trap locations, especially those public monuments like the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre. Try and stay away from locations that are closest to these places because the prices are definitely going to go up. And the good thing actually is that you can book far away from this location and use the public transportation system. You can live a bit far from the Eiffel Tower or the Louvre and still be able to transport within the hour. Make booking platforms your ally. Sites like Airbnb and Booking.com are your friends. Why? Before you book a place, you need to read the review about what people are saying about that particular location. Avoid shady private rentals. Guys, avoid shady private rentals. They might hit you with surprise charges like parking fee, early check-in cost, or even ask you for mysterious deposits that would disappear eventually. This has happened to me before. During peak winter, I had booked an apartment in a small city in France. I arrived there an hour earlier than check-in time. I was asked for additional cost for having to check in earlier than agreed. That wasn't all. I was asked for extra parking costs that I didn't plan for just because I had my car with me. And that wasn't even all. I was asked for a refundable deposit that was not even stated on the booking website. Or they might even have a broken washing machine or noisy neighbor. With Airbnb and Booking.com, you can learn from past guest experiences. The next item on our list is so important. Food. Well, yeah, right. Paris is a foodie paradise, but navigating through the restaurant scene can be quite tricky. Here is how you can avoid the hype and find some truly epic eats. Skip the trendy traps and don't fall for the restaurants that are all about the Instagram moment and forget about the actual food. There are some restaurants like that focuses on all the hypes alone, but they don't focus on the food. And even most of the time, you find their food quite expensive. Make reservation your friend, especially during the peak lunch hour. Usually in France, the lunch time is around 12 to 12 p.m. and dinner time is around 7:30 onward. So you need to be mindful of these breaks because most restaurants can be quite packed. A reservation ensures that you won't be left hungry, angry, and frustrated. But wait, there is some more. You can actually be like me and embrace the inner chef within you. In Paris, there are quite a lot of supermarkets, or as they are called, magasins. If you're on budget or you have dietary restrictions, consider making your own meal by yourself. Paris have amazing grocery stores like Carrefour, Auchan, where you can stock up on your fresh ingredients for a delicious picnic at the park. Basically, Paris offers options for every budget and taste. Wherever you are, whether you are a restaurant enthusiast or a do-it-yourself foodie like me, you can find amazing experience in the City of Light.
So this supermarket is a self-service supermarket. You just come in and you swipe everything yourself and you pay with your card. There's no cashier, there's nobody, and then you just walk out. That's it. That's how it works here.
The next item on our list is weather. Well, you heard me right. Be prepared for Paris weather. Be prepared for extreme weather. Be prepared for rain. Be prepared for anything. Paris weather can be a bit of a surprise party. And here is what you need to know. Be ready for sudden downpours or scorching summer heat. Try and pack layers of a light rain jacket so that you can be able to adapt to Mother Nature. Another thing worthy of note that you must be conversant with is that during the summer days in Paris, the sun sets late. Right at 10 p.m., the sun is still up. It's still daytime. During summer in Paris, the sun sets later than you might be used to, especially if you're coming from Africa like me. This can mess up your sleep pattern if you're an early bird. So you need to be mindful of this.
So guys, it is 8:30 at night. You'll be wondering, I'm still wearing my shades at 8:30 at night in Paris, and it is still daylight, and the sun is still up, blazing. We are seated in front of the Eiffel Tower.
The next item on our list is cash. Well, you heard me right, cash. Paris is a tech hub and have cashless policy in place. But don't get caught up in a cashless catastrophe. While your credit cards and apps are widely accepted, there can be some hidden cash-only corners waiting to trip you on. Try and picture this. You are crushing a day of exploring hidden Parisian gems. You stumble upon this giant little bakery with the most incredible croissant that you've ever seen in your life. And your stomach starts grumbling. Your wallet practically begging for the buttery goodness. But then, boom, the sign on the counter reads, cash only. Suddenly, your cashless Casanova routine comes crashing down on you. No euro. No flaky pastries heaven for you. You are left staring at this juicy croissant with the same longing as a dog would to a steak dinner. Don't let this be you. So what you must do is to pack reasonable amount of cash for emergencies. Plus, there are ATMs almost everywhere in Paris. The next item on our list is the safety of your belongings. Paris is a vibrant city, but like many major destinations, it's important to be aware of your surroundings and take some basic safety precautions. Here is what you need to know. While Parisians are generally polite and helpful, it is true that unsolicited help can sometimes be a red flag. Someone offering to help you with your ATM transaction or help you carry your bag for free might be trying to distract you or create an opportunity for theft. If someone's offer feels a little bit off, politely decline and move on. Don't flash expensive belongings and be mindful of your surroundings, especially in crowded areas. As I had mentioned earlier in the video, pickpockets can operate anywhere, but tourist hotspots like the metro and popular attractions are prime targets, so you need to stay vigilant. Keep your backpack or purse close to your body, especially at crowded areas. Do not be distracted or leave your baggage unattended. Sometimes petty thieves work in pairs. One might bump into you to distract you while the other snatches your belongings. So be mindful of this. The next item on our list is so important that without it, guys, I got stranded for good 2 hours at Charles de Gaulle Airport. I don't want to remember the ordeal. Jet lag, no food, no proper sleep. Guys, communication is very essential because without communication, then you can't talk to anybody. I had no idea where to go or how to get there. It was a big travel fail. Communication is key when you're traveling abroad. Don't be like me. You need to be prepared. Download a language learning app like Duolingo, or you have Google Translate on your phone. Even a few basic phrases in French can go a long way in helping you navigate and getting assistance. You know, sometimes emergencies can pop up. Well then, that's why they're called emergencies. So what then do you do? Sometimes when you're all caught up having fun in the Parisian heaven, you forget that you are human and you push your body to the extreme. Nobody wants to think about emergency on a vacation, but a little preparation goes a long way. Try and have some painkillers on you. I'm sure before you arrive in Paris, you already have your medical insurance ready. So what you must do is to memorize all the emergencies number. I'm going to leave them on the screen. Plus, if you need to get a medication fast, those green cross signs that you see everywhere in Europe, those are pharmacies. However, not all pharmacies are open 24/7. So what you must do is to do a quick Google search to know which ones are open 24 hours and which ones are nearby you. But if you need to see a doctor urgently, the good thing in France is that you can actually do it via an app. I'm going to leave the link to download the app in the description below. Guys, picture this. You've been walking around all day and then you need to visit the toilet. Where do you turn to? Nowhere. That is why this next point is very important to you. Take advantage every time you see a restaurant. Though Paris has public toilets, but they are not always plentiful. And let's be honest, sometimes the line can be longer than the Eiffel Tower. I have been there and done that, especially with the bladder full. Let's just say I almost peed on myself. So here is some of the things you can actually do. Don't be afraid to politely use the restroom at a restaurant, especially if you've grabbed a coffee or a pastry there. Don't overhydrate before a long day of exploring, but stay mindful of your water intake to avoid a bathroom emergency. Well, if you've made it this far, we are indeed friends. And what do friends do? If you haven't liked this video, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Well, I'm not forgetting the promise I made earlier in the video about the bonus points. The first one on our bonus point list is not forgetting French culture and ethics. If you have to blend in like the local, you definitely have to learn few French cultures and ethics. Now that you're ready to conquer Paris, learning few phrases and greetings is surely going to come handy. Words like bonjour madame, bonjour monsieur, or simply saying merci, which is the French way of saying thank you, or s'il vous plaît, which means please.
Hello.
Wearing a big smile and talking softly will also warm the heart of Parisians when you're asking for help. The last item on our list today is so important, guys. So important. Actually, it should have come first, but I did save the best for last for my friends, and that is planning your trip. Well, yeah, you should have planned your trip before any of the items that I mentioned earlier. Well, yes, but I told you, bonus points. How do you then plan your trip? With the help of an AI? Well, you can use AI to plan your trip. Yeah. Picture AI as your tour guide, and you can get to ask your tour guide any question about your trip before you travel. Google AI, ChatGPT, and the rest of them. Even on your WhatsApp now, Meta has released a chatbot that you can ask almost any question. You can task AI to become your personal Parisian travel concierge, ready to answer your questions and create unforgettable experience. Here is how it works. Just like you would a real-life concierge, you can ask AI anything about Paris. For instance, I can ask AI to plan me a 3-day adventure in Paris with all the must-see sites, on budget, and I can even task AI to tailor to my interests. With AI as your virtual guide, planning a Parisian adventure becomes a breeze. There's no more information overload. You just get personalized recommendations and the freedom to choose the perfect trip personalized for you. You have made it to the end of this video, guys. I want to so much thank you. I mean it. Thank you so much. Well, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, smash the like button, comment, share to your friends. This is the only way we can keep being friends, so that every time I get to upload videos, you get to know about it. You'll be the first to be notified. Let's continue being friends. Wow. Over. Bye. Ciao.